Don't worry about the criticism the Supreme Court faces. The Supreme Court is a political court, and all courts of that nature, Supreme Court of the US, the UK, and India, must carry a lot of flack. What matters is the judges determine their cases with integrity, with foresight, with sensitivity to the needs of the people of Kenya. And so it is my submission that the court has given proper interpretation to the Article 23, Article 19, Article 20, and Article 43. And that only by bringing cases that the court would rise to the occasion. We have not had cases on the right to water, for example, the right to food, the right to education has barely been touched by the Supreme Court. It's a 12-year-old court. There's a lot more the court can do if cases come to the court. And therefore, scholars, NGOs, lawyers, test the waters of this constitution. Challenge the boundaries of this constitution. Challenge our own minds as judges to give progressive jurisprudence. And while I'm there, ignore all the noises about something called Jurispesa. That is a creation of someone who has own issues, but has now pointed to once 3 lines on Twitter cannot be sufficient criticism of a court. I've asked my friend Ahmed Nasir, who is my classmate and my roommate, I've asked him, write a paper. You're a scholar, you went to Cornell for Christ's sake. Write a paper critiquing the court. What he wrote during the Supreme Court at all was not a paper, it was a rant, and I've told him as much. Kube Mungai is a fantastic writer. He writes criticism. He wrote something in the Nairobi Law Monthly and later in the platform. I always love your writings because you actually pick on things that we learn as judges. We are not all knowing. But criticism and critiques that are reasoned and are logical, we shall carry along. But to write 2 lines on Twitter which are insulting, demeaning, defamatory, cannot be the basis for the court to think we must respond to every attack on it. But again, once you become a judge, you must have a thick skin, a thicker mind, not thick in terms of thickness or madness, but a much harder mind. And we in the Supreme Court are intent on executing our mandate to the best of our abilities.